All right, sports fans and subscribers. Today I am at Dragon Tiny Homes. And I came here to take a look at their product. They have a lot of different designs, very economical. And I wanted to take you on a tour of their standing inventory. They have some models here on site. I met with Steve and he gave me a tour. So he told me to make myself at home and take a look at what they've got. And they really have a nice setup here. So let's take a tour, shall we? Okay, so the first two that I'm going to show you are actually two versions of the same floor plan. So one is made with metal and pine. That's the black one and the tan one. And one is made with manufactured engineered wood. So let's take a look at the first one first. So let's take a look. I believe it is a 24-foot version. It has two bedrooms. Here is the first one. It's a loft. It fits a queen size bed. He said you could also put a king size bed, but then you would have no room on the sides. You've got a staircase. He said you could make that longer so that the stairs weren't as steep. And then on the other side, you have another loft and you could put a full size bed there. This is your living area. You could put a couch where this ledge is. You could put another couch or working area here. This is your kitchen. You've got a cooktop. You've got a sink. You could put your washer dryer here. And then this is your bathroom area. You've got your sink and your standard 3-foot wide shower. Okay, so I would climb up there, but I think I'm going to have to pause it to climb up there. But I don't want to make this video too long. I want you to really get a feel. So I'm going to go to the next one, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to pause it. All right, so this is, again, same model, different material on the exterior. And this one has a little bit more stuff inside of it. Now, just like when you decorate a model home, a standard house, when you decorate one of these tiny homes, for some reason it looks more spacious. And you get more of an idea of how it might live. So again, you've got a couch. Remember where they just had the ledge before? They put a couch. Here, they put like a little work area where that ledge is. They even have a little fireplace built in here. Makes it feel a lot more homey. And then over here, you've got your sink. You've got your range and your oven. You've got your dishwasher. You've got your washer dryer hookup. And then here, you've got your barn door. And here you've got your bathroom. This is your shower. Beautiful tile. Nice touch. You've got your bathroom. And this is a bidet toilet. Yay! You've got some shelves. Nice decorating touch there. So again, now you've got a little bit more of an idea of how the place is going to live. You've got cabinetry. You've got a mini split to keep it cool and warm. You've got some real nice touches in terms of decorations, right? And this is where you would have your fridge. Right now it's just an open space. I think this time I will go ahead and go up so that you can get an idea of what the space looks like. There you go. Actually looks like someone was sleeping up here. And there's even a window. Okay, so that kind of gives you an idea of how the unit lives. All right, so I have a few more units to show you. And Steve was gracious enough to give me a whole 30-minute tour. So I'm going to do the same for you all. So this is, again, a 24-foot unit. And again, when it's decorated, It looks very, very different. Actually, I think this is a 20-foot unit. So again, when it's decorated, you get a different feel, right? So this is your kitchen area, obviously. I want to say that this is where you would put like a fridge. Above is a loft, bedroom area. Not sure how you get there. This is also a bedroom in here. There's a window. It's backed up to another unit, but this is a bedroom. Storage here. I want to say you get there with this ladder, which you would place on that hook over there. So you've got bedroom, bedroom, third bedroom in that loft, and your bathroom. Sure, shower. And your toilet with a window. And the high ceilings really, really make it nice. Now, I asked him about construction. As time goes on, what do you do? And he said, you know, these are built to electrical ASCII standards. He said they're built with 2x4s. Here's your electrical panel right here. So you would get a normal plumber, a normal electrician if anything goes wrong. So it's not anything strange or different about these homes in terms of their construction. So they are built on axles with wheels, but of course, if you're going to put them in one spot and stay, you don't have axles and wheels. They just deliver it. And then when it comes to the site where you're going to install it, you install it and it never moves. He said 90% of the people that buy these never move the unit. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this unit has a combination washer and dryer. He said it's the wave of the future. One unit does it all. So this one, he said, was built, it was a custom unit, and the woman bought 4, and she wanted lots of windows. But then something happened with some restrictive code, and she couldn't buy this one. But anyways, this one, he said, would normally retail for $90, but it's been sitting, so hey, make them a deal. But anyways, this is gorgeous. I love this one. He said, you'll notice that they use quartz, not granite. Okay? So quartz everywhere in this one. Beautiful range. Really cute little sink. Very nice. This one has a bedroom here. And this is where you would have your refrigerator. I guess you could put your couch here or whatever you wanted to do. But this one has a lot of windows, so no shelves, no cabinets. But he said you could put open shelves in between these windows, like where the windows are, and then create some storage. Let's take a look at the bathroom. Very nice. These have tankless water heaters. I believe that's what this is. It's your tankless water heater right there. Nice sink. Toilet. You've got the barn door accent, which is really cool. Oh gosh, I'm not trying to break anything. Barn door. And that loft is really cool looking. These look really spacious, right? I'm sure once you get more furniture in here, it's not going to be as spacious, but still kind of cool. And just to give you an idea, I'm going to go ahead and climb up the steps. Really nice. I mean, if you're not claustrophobic, it looks like that could be a really good sleep, actually. I mean, you know, hey, why not? All right, so let's move on to the next unit. Alrighty then. So this is one of their smaller units. It says they're not doing a lot of these anymore, and they're trying to build these with actually 4 more feet on them. This is a 1-bedroom unit. As you can see, the bedroom is up here with the stairs. He said a lot of people that are doing Airbnbs really like the smaller unit because it's functional and it's just enough space. It wouldn't take up much room in your backyard because it's so small. But, you know, it's very functional. Place for your washer and dryer. Couch. Bedroom loft. Bathroom. There it is. Functional. Funny thing is, Steve, the guy that gave me the tour, lives in one of these. He says he really likes it. He says it's functional and it is a lifestyle. To me, it would be like camping every day. Not sure I could be that minimalist. But, hey, don't knock it till you try it, right? All right, let's move on to the next unit. And I encourage you all to come on out here and take a look at these units. They're kind of cool. Let's take a look at this next unit. All right. So, again, when they're slightly decorated, they're kind of nice. So you want to take a look at this. I believe this is a 20-foot unit. It has this nice spacious bedroom upstairs. I'm not going to climb. Has a little bar area that you could sit at and work. I imagine if you wanted to, you could put a couch where I am standing, just under that window. The kitchen area is well apportioned. Cooktop instead of a full-on oven. Lots of storage. You could put your refrigerator here or here, just depending on what you wanted to do. It's your washer dryer hookup and your bathroom. I'm just surprised at the variety, me personally. So much variety. But, you know, it's minimalist living, but, you know, you don't feel cramped. I'm just surprised at that. You know, the high ceilings really do help. And the nice finishes are just totally cool. And I think, comparably speaking, when you're talking about comparing the price of these to what a new double wide would cost you, these are running between $30,000 to $90,000. The bigger units that I showed you, those are $90,000. The smaller units, $30,000, $40,000. So if we were to use these units to create affordable housing opportunities, they really would be affordable even after a markup. All right, let's keep it moving. One of the things that I think is really cool about these is that there's such a variety of exterior elevations or finishes, right? So I like both of them. I like the dark finishes and I like the light finishes too, right? So even though they don't look like traditional homes, they're kind of boxy, you do get a variety of finishes and materials that they use. So this is a metal, right? And this is pine. He says you got to really keep after that pine because it's pine from North Georgia, right? So again, this is an engineered wood You know, he said it's made to look like wood, but it does have wood in it, but it's also mixed with different materials to make it waterproof and windproof and all that good stuff. So, all right, let's go ahead and go inside this unit. All right, so smaller unit again, popular with Airbnb people. There is the bedroom upstairs. Your stairs leading to it instead of a ladder. You've got your refrigerator, very efficient. Normally you put like a couch here, some sitting area. You could also put something over here to accommodate sitting. Here's your kitchen area, cooktop but no oven. Washer dryer hookup area. They've decorated it with a pillow, but that's what that's for. More shelving. Could put some storage. There's another plug there. Bathroom. Here's your shower. Shower's a good size. I mean, even though I'm short, someone who was 6 foot could get in here. So, here's your tankless water heater. Your sink. And this is the shot of the entire place. So there's your bedroom. Not climbing the stairs, y'all. Not doing it. So now the last unit he showed me was really super cool. It is actually a sauna. And I want to go back in here again because it smelled amazing. I can't record the smell, but it smells amazing in here. Smells like cedar. But suppose you designed a community, right? Because with tiny homes, you're going to have a lot of great community gathering spaces. And this is a sauna. And again, it smells amazing. It's got LED lighting. It's got a little changing room in here and a shower. Look at that. Got a little hand sink in here. And then it's got a place where you have the hot coals. Look at that. He said, and you can even hose this place down and there's a rubber bladder underneath to catch the water. But, you know, got a tiny home community. You can have a gym and then you can have a sauna as a community gathering place. Maybe a his for women, for men, and hers. This is so cool. But yeah, this one is built out to be a sauna. And like I said, I just came in here just because it smells amazing. But anyways, they do customization. And I know that you guys shot down my idea about customization. But suppose we had 3 different floor plans, as you guys had wanted. You say, hey, these are the 3 that we want. We want them built this way. We want these finishes. They could do it. And that could be what we do. And they would deliver them. And that's it. So that's it. Dragon Tiny Homes here in Snellville on Centerville Highway. I think it's awesome. And he said, if you guys want to come, make an appointment. He will give you a tour. He says he does that for a lot of nonprofits. And they come at different times. He said they're working with one in Marietta right now. And they're really having a time. But more on that later. I just wanted to make sure that I got all this information for you guys so that you could see kind of what's going on. Thanks.